Tristen.
I'm Karie.
And we want to go through recently, not that long ago, probably about a month or so ago, we asked our customers if they'd gone to see their property or do anything on their property, that they send us pictures. So we want to show those with you guys. So this first property we're looking at is in Texas, Bandera County, and this customer has actually started doing stuff on the property. So we kind of want to go through that with you. So this first picture here, you can see they've started to clear out a bit of an area, kind of a driveway, clearing out some trees to get ready to start doing work on their property. So we definitely want for people to contact the county, make sure what you can and can't do. Even with clearing the property, sometimes there's permits involved with that. So definitely give them a call, see what you need to do. We can always help out with that, give you guys access letters if the county needs proof that you're financing the property with us. But let's go ahead and take a look at what else has progressed. Okay, with this one, you can see the view from the property. You can still see a little bit of clearing going on, but definitely some beautiful landscape and sunset going on there at the property. So definitely a beautiful view of what you can view there in Texas. All right, with this next one, you can see some of the work going on. Definitely using a chainsaw there and cutting up some wood for the property to be used.
It looks like this one they're doing the foundation or working on getting it leveled to build some sort of structure of some sort.
And here you can see the actual plans for the bottom of the property and the getting ready to do some more leveling and foundation work. So you definitely always have the option of doing it yourself, going through a construction company. Sometimes with construction companies, what they'll do is loop it kind of all in with the total if you're doing a loan or purchasing it in full through them, where they'll pay off the property and just kind of loop it all in one. So if you do go that route, definitely get them in contact with us so we can see how we best want to proceed with that. Okay, so that kind of wraps up the pictures of like progress people have made on their property. Now we have some that have just gone to see the property and kind of see the surrounding landscapes and what it looks like. We do have a huge amount of our customers that never do anything with the property, at least during the time while they're financing, but they still want to go and check it out and see what they're looking at, making
What they're
future plans.
Yep.
So this next one is in Charlotte County, Florida. You can see here the customer going and checking out the property. Definitely lots of trees and brush, but gets them an idea of what they're working with. And I mean, you can tell definitely Florida. And you can see, yeah, the palm trees, and you can see there is a house over here back next to the property. So definitely kind of a residential area. So he can walk through there, see how level it already is, see if there's anything else kind of hidden by the trees, because you can't always see everything with the property from the street.
Kind of gives you an idea too on where you're going to start. You know, do we start by clearing it? Do we start by leveling it? You know, kind of gives you an idea when you visit it where you're going with the property or what you want to do.
Yeah. So next we move on to Costilla County. So if you don't know, Costilla County is down in the very south central portion of Colorado, really close to the New Mexico border, probably about, I want to say 20 miles from the New Mexico border. So it is pretty far south there. So here you can see a lot of the properties we do get in Costilla County are down kind of in the valley, all cleared and flat. Where this customer's property is a bit more up in kind of the mountains and hills where you can kind of oversee the valley. So you can see a bit more of their terrain there, see the surrounding like mountains and hills. There are rocks and trees, and you can kind of see a dirt road back in there. So definitely can see more of the surrounding areas than a lot of ours in Costilla County. You can't really see the landscape that is surrounding that area. So this gives a good representation of what all there is in Costilla County.
It's neat because this one has some greenery still. It's not just completely flat. There's, like she said, the rocks, the greenery. It's a really pretty property.
Definitely a pretty area. Here's another view, just tilted a little bit, just going with that. You can't really see because of the clouds, but this area there are around in Costilla County, it pretty much is surrounded by mountains and hills. So even if you're down in the valley, you're gonna have that view of the mountains and hills surrounding that area. And here's a picture where he went down into the valley. So this is how you can see how a lot of ours look that we have currently on the website, where they are down. There is some brush. A lot of them are dirt and brush, a mixture of both. It is a little bit hazy and cloudy this day it looks like, but you can see back in that distance some of the hills and surrounding mountains.
It's a beautiful property.
Okay, so now we're going back to Texas, so Culberson County, Texas. So this one's definitely a rural lot. You can see here definitely just some low brush and dirt and rock, but you can see a bit of the landscape kind of around in this area too. So with Texas, we kind of have a variety in Texas. We have some residential lots that are just smaller lots in kind of residential communities. And then we also have properties like this that are way out, away from other people. You kind of have more of a clean slate out there. Where with these also, some of the roads, like dirt roads, will be good dirt roads, and others you'll probably want a four-wheel drive to get to them. So definitely do your research before going. Make sure you have all the right tools, equipment. If you lose cell service, know those GPS coordinates. That'll get you there. All right, so Lake County, Oregon. We actually have quite a few properties here right now, both Lake County and Klamath County. So let's take a look what there is there.
You can definitely tell this is pretty rural. It's pretty flat, has a lot of greenery. You can see there's a dirt road, some sort, kind of going through there. The great thing about land like this is that it's just open and you have, it's a blank canvas, so you can kind of do with what you want as long as it's approved by the county and code.
Yeah, so with Lake County, a lot of them are going to be these rural on dirt roads. But the great thing is even though they're rural, they're not that far from other main towns and cities. So this is just outside of Christmas Valley, which is just a small little town in kind of south central Oregon. But really, like Bend, Klamath Falls, all those areas aren't going to be too far of a drive from here. So you kind of have the best of both worlds. All right, back over to Florida. So Putnam County. So we do get large chunks of properties in Putnam County from time to time. So this is definitely a good representation of what a good amount of our properties that we typically get throughout the year. All right, so you can see with this property, it is near a water source, looks like a lake there. So you can see there looks like a residence on the other side of the lake. A lot of our properties in Putnam County are going to be kind of close to bodies of water, not necessarily on water like this one is. So definitely take a look. If you click on the satellite view on any of our properties on our website, you can get a view of everything kind of around the area on Google Maps and kind of move around there. So some are going to be definitely more tree covered, like that first Florida property we looked at with the palm trees, and then others are going to be a little bit more clear. And then also want to do your research into with Florida, there's going to be wetlands, there's going to be flood zones, so do your research into those as well.
Definitely.
Back over to Texas. So Trinity County, we had a few years ago a huge amount of properties in Trinity County that were very popular. We sold through those, but we're still getting a few that trickle in Trinity County.
Oh, what a beautiful property.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. You can see they're using it for agricultural use right now, which is definitely a possibility on properties. We do have some that are for agricultural use, especially these that I think our ones in Trinity County were between 2 to 5 acres. So that's great. And Trinity, like it's located near bodies of water. There's lots of agricultural in that area, some beautiful homes. So that's down. Trinity County's kind of on the eastern side of Texas, like east central portion of the state. So definitely beautiful area. All right, so Georgia, so Warren County, Georgia. Georgia has been very popular over this past year. We've sold a ton of properties throughout the state, so we're working currently on getting more properties there. So let's take a look at what this one looks like.
Awesome flat area. It's pretty cleared. It looks like there's some grass and some trees. But again, it's a great idea of what you can get with this property. It's a beautiful location.
Yeah, our properties in Georgia, a lot of them are going to be residential lots. So it looks like this one's actually a good sized lot. And not just in a tight, small community residential lot. So definitely have more of an open slate, mostly cleared. You may have to do a little bit more if you plan on building, but really like it's ready to go there.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, so that looks like it wraps up with the pictures that we've received so far for our customers. So we want to also remind you that we are always looking for additional pictures from our customers. We don't get the opportunity to go and view our properties. We're stuck here in the office in Washington. So we love to see what you guys have. So we are still offering, if you want to send us pictures of your property, just go ahead and send them to invest@landcentral.com and we'll get a goodie bag sent out to you.
It's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. We look
Bye.
forward to seeing what you have to send us.
Yeah.
All right.